Trucker Curtis here. How to avoid DOT inspections. Well, maybe not how to avoid them, because eventually you're going to get inspected. So let's just call it how to avoid violations on a DOT inspection. But first, if you'd like to buy any of my winter gear that I personally use, or any of my equipment, the best truck and GPS, I have that linked in the description below. Or you can check out truckercurtis.com. I also have it on there. This one a lot of people overlook, I would say. You're gonna wanna make sure you know your permit book, because the last thing you're gonna want is when you get inspected, they say, show me your permit book. And so you're like, here you go, officer, feeling all confident and stuff. And he's like, this is expired, this is expired, this is expired, ticket. Yeah, you don't want that. So just know your permit book, know what's in there, make sure you have all the correct licenses for the different states that you're going to be operating in. And that's just one less thing you have to worry about out here. So we already have enough things to worry about. It's a lot of responsibility being a truck driver. So this is an easy violation or ticket. Let me know in the comments down below, is it a violation or a ticket? Easy one that you can avoid. So definitely just take the 10 minutes, look through your permit book and make sure it's all good. This one is definitely a must. If you know of any trucking companies that have a bad reputation, stay away. Make sure you stay away. Because if they have a bad reputation and you're getting, say you have a Go Pass and you're always getting pulled in those scales, they might start picking on you a little bit, because knowing that your company already has a bad reputation, more than likely they're going to find something wrong with your tractor. So definitely make sure you're staying away from those bad reputation companies. I don't know of any myself, so I can't list any particular companies. Even if I did, I wouldn't want to put them on blast like that. So yeah, just stay away from those type of companies that have bad reputations. Save yourself the headache in the long run, and save your CDL license. And when you're cruising into a scale house, you're gonna wanna make sure you watch your speed. I'm pretty sure I may have said this before, but all the scale houses, they have like speed limits that are posted. Whoa, that's weird. Keeping your ride clean. And that goes for the inside and the outside. So you're gonna wanna make sure you keep your ride clean at all times, windows as well. Be sure that your windows are not chipped, cracked, damaged, or broken. Learn that in school. That's a big red flag. That's an easy violation right there to get marked for. And if they see that, they're definitely going to go through your whole entire truck, get right underneath it. Because chances are, if you're missing something like that, you're missing your brakes, your tires, underneath the hood, where there can be more stuff. So don't really open that window for yourself, and just make sure you keep your ride clean on the interior and exterior. Another easy way to avoid a simple violation or ticket: do not skip out on the wait stations. If they're open, you're gonna want to pull right in there, okay? Some of these wait stations, they have chase cars. And basically those are just officers on standby waiting for someone like you to blow right past the wait station. And they'll come pull you over. They'll make you go all the way around. And chances are, after they weigh you, they're gonna tell you to come in, and most likely you're gonna get inspected. Probably a level 3 inspection. I wouldn't doubt it. So just be sure to pull in those wait stations there when they're open. Even if you're not sure that you need to go in, just pull in, just to be on the safe side. I don't want you guys getting violations or tickets on your CDL license. It's not worth it. Protect your CDL license at all costs. It's better to be safe than sorry out here on the roads. This one's pretty easy to miss, but if you do your pre-trip correctly and you spend some time on it, you're not just blowing through it. But it's going to be air leaks and your airlines rubbing together. They're not allowed to rub together, because if they rub together for too long, it can cause a hole in it, Not to mention, the air leaks, you can hear them. They're pretty loud. And speaking of air leaks, just the other day I actually had an air leak on my trailer, as you can see in this clip right here. So we got an air leak down here. See, now that was pretty loud, right? They're very easy to spot most of the time. Also, the day before that, I had a leak in my main line down there right below me. And that was actually pretty loud too. They came out to work on it, and they actually had to tow me out another tractor because they couldn't fix it that night. So just be very careful, pay attention to those air leaks. Don't think that you're all good, because when you're passing by an officer and they hear that hissing sound, even at a stoplight, they're probably gonna inspect you. This is also going back with your pre-trip. And I wanna say a lot of these are preventable with a great pre-trip. Not just good, you know, because you can miss some things, but great. Missing lights. Maybe not missing lights, but burnt out lights, I should say. Even one burnt out light is gonna up your chances for being inspected, especially if you have a burnt out headlight. So when you're doing your pre-trip, even in broad daylight, obviously you're gonna wanna make sure you turn on your flashers and you're checking all around your truck very thoroughly. And that's just the easy way to avoid a ticket or a violation. Are tickets and violations the same exact thing? Let me know in the comment below. I'm serious. I'm not sure, because I've never had one. I'm not sure if you get a violation, it's the same as a ticket. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. That would help me out, and it would help everyone else out. Rip or missing mud flaps. Yes, I have seen many trucks blow past me with no mud flaps, or they're ripped or torn, like pretty bad, you know? Maybe that just happened at that time, or maybe they're just risking it. But I'm not sure why you'd want to risk something like that, you know? Do not be one of those people out there that think that they're all good, nothing can happen to them, and try to wing it with no mud flaps. You know, those also are a safety thing, because they help prevent all the rocks kicking up, you know, on the cars and stuff. Especially right now during the fall, where there's snow on the ground in some places and they throw gravel everywhere. So please just make sure your mud flaps are not torn or missing. And that goes back to your pre-trip, all a part of your pre-trip. And I also just want to go back to the cracked windshield, guys. It is really a big problem if you do have a cracked windshield. Not only for you, but for other people, because driving in the sun and it hits that crack just right, it's gonna blind you, and someone in front of you might be slamming on their brakes and you might not have time to react. So, I mean, it's a big safety problem for you and other people. So just make sure that you're getting that taken care of. Might be a few $100s. I'm not an owner operator, so I'm not sure how much it costs, but I'm sure it's not cheap. Just keep up on your truck there, and you'll have nothing to worry about, you know? They'll definitely lessen your chances of being inspected. You're gonna wanna make sure your triangle reflectors are in working order. Make sure you have those actually on your truck, because anytime you break down, it's required that you put those out. And if you don't have those, and a DOT officer pulls you over behind you to check on you, see what's wrong, and you don't have those, chances are you're gonna get a ticket for that. Not just a violation, a ticket. Or are those the same thing? This one's also overlooked. You're gonna wanna make sure you put your landing gears all the way up on your trailer. So I guess what I'm trying to say to prevent from getting violations on a DOT inspection is pre-trip, pre-trip, pre-trip. That way you can avoid any violations coming up. And if you're looking for my best advice when it comes to trucking, the video on the screen is just that. Click on it and I'll see you there.